everyone. I feel like we should get into like a holiday jingle.
Oh, absolutely not.
All I want for Christmas. Oh, I can't wait to listen to that when I go for a walk. Is you. I wonder. So, Mariah Carey, Jeff is hilarious sometimes. Like the things he says. We were driving. He's like, "Oh, Mariah Carey's starting to make more money again." Because like the minute like November hits, like that's when her hit comes out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, see, she had a moment. That was her bang. That song. That is a forever payment machine. That's going to come in forever and ever.
Are you saying that we should start writing songs?
Absolutely.
I think that seems easy, to make it in that industry.
Super easy. It seems really easy on them. They don't look tired or...
Did you see, maybe not, but Michael Bublé on TikTok does a funny thing about Justin Bieber having the Timbits?
No!
It's so funny. He's like, why didn't anyone come to me? Like, Bublé's balls.
Oh my God.
I loved it. I thought it was so funny. I'm like, oh, look at these fun Canadian people.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
It's good.
We should have a Timbit. Especially that I love donuts so much.
Boston creams. Timbits are touch and go if they're worth it to me or not.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
Yeah. Every single one, every single time.
Okay, wait. I wouldn't eat like 5 of them.
Okay.
There's always like, and I need a coffee so that it melts.
The ones that are like literally, they're kind of like crispy.
Like getting places, you guys remember that time I couldn't eat at the same time that I was drinking coffee because it would take away the like taste of the sugar. You know, like when people, adults, are like eating my breakfast cookie with my coffee, and I'm like, absolutely not. It needs to be separate because I need to taste all of the Splenda and the cream that I put in my coffee. And if I eat at the same time, it takes away from the sugar. Anyways, I'm finally at that level. Where I like that. I know what they mean in their mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, next funny thing or next thing that I wanted to say was, I forgot. It was about her and the singing. Oh, no, wait. You know what I think it would be really good to do like on TikTok is I could start rapping. Wait. Your face. Have you seen those like rap like the dietitian did a rap on like...
Oh yes, she did. Actually, yes, that was really good. I mean, if that's one of your hidden superpowers.
Oh, definitely. I can like rhyme shit. I got this.
Go for it. I do not spend any time on TikTok, so I don't see any of these things.
It's the one that I go to right before bed. Like I'm done with our shows at like 10, and then I go on TikTok, whatever amount of minutes I have until 10:30, because that's when I like lights out.
Okay.
That's where I spend it on TikTok. And it's just more like to like save sounds or to get inspiration to make TikToks, to be honest.
TikTok can really suck your time though. Like,
oh my God.
Like you literally could do this for hours.
Hours. Yeah. No, definitely.
Okay, so we
losing followers as we go.
We cannot wait for your rapping TikToks. Hopefully this will start immediately.
One. No, I can't do more than one song. We'll see. I'm a one-hit wonder.
Okay. All right.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, so we wanted to give quick holiday tips as we're drinking coffee. Done. First tip: drink coffee.
Drink coffee.
Drink more coffee.
All the coffee.
All the coffee, all the water. No, not even kidding, you guys.
No, like, especially if you wake up and you are not hungry. Actually, I'll be disappointed in you if you do wake up on the 25th hungry.
No, I agree.
It means you did not do the 24th correctly.
Mm-hmm. No, I feel like, holiday tips. It's like, it's almost like oh my God, I'm having a moment. We do these things where we like, don't you find that holidays, they come hype it up? Like it's hyped up. You're going to gain a bunch of weight. You're going to eat a lot of shit. Like blah, blah, blah. It's like this like scary time for anyone that's on a weight loss journey. Yeah. Like we create this anxiety. It's legit 2 days. How can 48 hours be such the devil to weight loss and like, oh my God, do you eat that? Do you not eat that? What are you doing? Like it's legit 48 hours, you guys.
I mean, let's give them Boxing Day. So
Okay,
like let's
72
give them
hours.
yeah, but even like on Christmas Eve morning, does that need to, unless like there's like a specific like tradition that you have, like, like let's give you 3 days, even 3 days. It's 3 days.
Yeah, just what there's only so much consumption that can happen. I truly believe like most of the damage has already been done by now. Like it's the 23rd. Chances are you overconsumed on many weekends, on many events, or on the suppers you had or the parties you had, and then you created drama around those parties and didn't turn around any moments. You didn't take opportunities to like create deficits in between. Like I truly believe like nothing, like you can't do anything bad, you guys. Like it is what it is. It's legit 72 hours. And I think going in and being like, I don't want to eat like an asshole and I don't want to feel like shit. Done. These should be your goals. That's my tips. Tips with Josie.
Honestly, it's and I'm the same. Like I want to eat all the things, but I also don't want to feel like shit.
Yeah. So I also want to eat all the things. I like that. Like I want to
do.
have access. I want to have permission to eat all the things. But as I go there, I go with a language. I don't go with a meal plan. Like, you know what I mean? It's not meal plan. It's a thought process that
It's not rules. It's not a meal plan. It's not rules. It's not food in a Tupperware. It's just basically going in with your thoughts of who you want to be
and how I want to feel. So say ample time because like I don't want to feel like, and I really do listen to my fullness cues though. Like you're full Josie.
I think that is a huge one that people can really connect with because I think everyone knows what it feels like to over consume and just feel stuffed, but also like almost like sick.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely. And so that like, it's like coming in with that and just saying, you know what? I also want to make sure that everything I eat say friggin' ba. Can we talk about that? Like if there's one tip, it's just stop putting things in your mouth that you do not like. Just because they're like tradition or like they're out because it's Christmas time.
If I have a bite of a chocolate and it's like the chocolates that you had at Christmas that like you see what's inside and I'm not feeling it, I obviously give it to Neil.
Next,
maybe even put it back in the box.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm not going to eat the rest of the chocolate unless it's so worth it to me.
Yeah, no. I think that's my biggest tip. If I think of Josie, what do you do? Like if someone's like curious. First of all, I definitely do not put anything on my plate that I'm not like that. This is going to be delicious in my mouth in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put the turkey. I'm not even kidding you guys. I might not even eat turkey if I don't feel like turkey. Like I'm like that. I'm like, I just want that sugar pie. I see the sugar pie at the end of the table. That is what I want. And so that's what I'm going to go for. Like for me, it's like, it's okay. I think it's a perfect time for that 72 hours. Ditch the rules. Every rule of the breakfast, lunch, ditch the rule of protein every meal, ditch the rule of I need to have my veggies, ditch the rules, create new rules of only eat stuff you actually want to eat right now. And we're even talking about skipping the vegetables though. I think you have the rest of the year to aka force yourself to eat vegetables because they're healthy. I think these 72 hours, you're gonna be fine.
I feel like these tips are like solid.
I think we're rocking it. Solid tips.
But do you know what? Imagine if you guys just went into this and like actually listened to your hunger. Imagine just that. Like imagine if you just accomplish not eating. Like you're probably going to eat past hunger to be perfectly honest.
Absolutely.
But like, do we need to eat past stuffed?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? When you said ditch the rules, it made me think about, and I do this sometimes. I actually did this at our staff party. I did not have a piece of cake during the thing. I knew I didn't have space in my belly. I wouldn't feel good. I saved that cake. I brought it home and I ate cake for breakfast the next day.
You did.
And often on the holidays, I'll do that. Like I'll eat something that's not traditional for breakfast, or maybe I eat like the casserole that I love so much. Or a piece of lasagna. Like, guys, do whatever. I know it's weird that we eat lasagna. My family does not do traditional.
I was going to say that. Why did you say lasagna? Because you have lasagna?
Sometimes we have Italian for Christmas dinner.
I would love that.
I was actually just thinking about how you're like, nah, it's no big deal. But I think it's like because of the way maybe you guys like do the holidays, the way like my family does the holidays, like Christmas Eve is appetizer night.
Oh, I love that.
And like everyone has a different appetizer dip. It's just like the way we do it.
Yeah, I love
You know?
that my mom, like this year is the first year I have no turkey dinners. There's no turkey dinner in any of the holiday gatherings that we have. One gathering usually would have been the turkey dinner, and we're meeting at a restaurant. So the restaurant's feeding us.
Fun.
And it's actually a seafood place. So, and you can have whatever. And my mom never makes a turkey anymore. She makes my favorite vol au vent meatballs, like just like my favorite food. So I really am looking forward to that. And my mother-in-law makes Chinese food.
Yeah, that's a
Homemade
thing.
Chinese food. That's really yummy.
That's a thing that people do.
Yeah, exactly. I think she like changed it this year. She said something about ham. I was like, oh, that's disappointing, but I was not going to tell her. I mean, my mom's making my favorite for supper and it's the same day. So that means like, obviously when she makes whatever she makes, like I do not spend any calories, energy on rice. Like there's no space for rice.
Absolutely
Only
not a
chicken
priority.
balls,
Chicken balls only.
egg rolls.
Oh, yum.
my
She makes
God.
homemade. That's a lot of work. Homemade Chinese
Yeah.
food is a lot of work.
Yeah, I think she buys it in a box, but
Oh.
she cooks it. I think
So-
she makes the homemade rice. I don't want to like hurt her feelings. I'm not sure here.
Okay.
Pretty sure though I've seen her arrive with a box of chicken balls. So those ones
Okay.
she does not make them, like she doesn't buy the chicken and cooks it, but she makes her own rice. And it is a really good rice, and she makes her own the ribs though. Like the
Yum.
sauce and like, you know what I mean? So that's really worth it to me. Anyways, we'll see. Whatever she brings, you're coming here and you're feeding my family and I don't have to do anything. This is
Check.
what I want. This is how I live my life, you guys.
Um,
Okay. So,
but yeah.
only eat it. I love that. Ditching the rules. Ditching
Every-
the rules. of
every
society.
rule.
I love
Every
that.
rule.
Eat the ribs for breakfast. If that's what's
Literally.
in your fridge and you're like, so ça serait bon.
Because sometimes you like eat a breakfast food so that you feel like you ate a breakfast food, and then like really you just can't wait to get to lunch to eat your ribs. Just eat your ribs right now.
Yes, exactly. Be smart. Be smart with your budget.
Be smart with your budget. But besides like, you know, trying not to eat like an asshole, keeping like portions. I cannot say it enough, guys. There's a difference between going and eating 7 plates than eating 1 plate. Like it's not just like the act of eating lasagna and peanut butter balls that's going to put me in a surplus. It's being in a surplus that's going to put me in a surplus.
Right.
So use the power of portions, but also with an abundance mindset. Like put some on your plate, but go in telling yourself, if after I finish this, and don't just like scoff it in your face. Like
We enjoy
Right,
I like
like-
that.
sit and like no one's going to, sometimes we eat like someone's about to take it away from us.
Yeah. Oh my God, I have a funny story.
Oh, go.
It's an old one, but it's a good one. So
Okay.
I will always remember, this is like, let's go back. I want to say probably like 15, 18 years. We're at Pizza Delight and we used to do this like traditional January 1st family gathering at Pizza Delight. And we haven't done that in a very long time. But it was like my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, my cousins, everyone's there. So it's like a big table of probably like 20, 30 people.
Okay.
And we were eating and my brother finished really quick. And someone said, oh my God, tu manges bien vite. And he's like, with Joe's in the house, it was either you ate fast or you didn't eat at all. And I was like, oh, bah. He said that in front of the whole family.
Did that hurt your feelings?
I mean, that was like old Jose, who was not
Yep.
self-aware as
Yeah.
she is right now. And I was
Yeah.
also like more, I was heavier at that
Yeah.
time. So it's more like a little like stab in the like,
Mhm.
yes, I like to eat, but it's all good.
Mhm.
It's all good now.
I can, like,
It's
picture
actually
you-
very funny. It's actually very funny.
I can like picture you at this event. You probably had like a tight here, but a poof here. There was probably a poof here. You probably had your shiny black
All
leggings
in black.
with knee-high boots. Yeah, black, all black.
All black? Oh my gosh, my style. I love my poof, the poof,
Bouffant.
bouffant. Okay, anyways, that's funny. Okay, so that was my first tip, was the like just eat only things that you want. Do not eat when you're not hungry. So I do think that I skip breakfast. I'm telling
Yeah.
you right now, skip breakfast.
And you know, eat mindfully, try and eat slowly, and remind yourself that, okay, this is the piece of lasagna I put on my plate, but if I do want more, I can have more. Like, you know what I mean? Because so that you don't go in like, this is the last bite of lasagna I'll ever have. Like, give yourself space to
Yes.
like breathe and think and enjoy.
There's that thing though in one's mind, especially a person that has dealt with weight gain or weight loss, is that we're like afraid of like, we feel like to purely enjoy a certain food item is to over consume of it. So like, I really enjoy this lasagna, but to really enjoy it, I need 3
God.
pieces.
Yes.
Why is that? Like Jeff like really loves things, but it's rare that he overeats of it. He's like, oh, well, that was good. Whereas me, it's like, it's a relationship between a part of really enjoying something means overeating of it.
I think it's because of what like that in the past, you know, that's what you've done. That's what's been
Oh,
your
it's
MO.
odd, but you
Like
see, huh? You see
absolutely. Like in order to enjoy McDonald's, it needs to be like the super
this and
size
that.
and
Yeah,
the nuggets and
yeah.
if you can't just go and get a Happy Meal.
Absolutely not. It needs to be the whole thing. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
man. There's
so
something to be said about that.
it's a connection. There's a relationship there for
Yeah.
sure. And it is certainly something that people who have struggled with their relationship with food, let's be honest,
Yeah.
it's something that I'm sure that they can
Relate,
recognize
yeah,
as well.
and relate to.
And maybe we need to break that connection.
Mhm.
We need to break that connection.
Yeah. Yes. So, what's going to happen in the next few days, you guys, is that you're going to be like, it's going to be like bam, 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 bam. Like I said, it's like a 72-hour, like quick, holy, it's a heavy, heavy. It's like one thing after the other. I just want to point out that there are moments, opportunities. There are moments, maybe not full days, and I understand, but there are moments and opportunities in every day, the 24th, the 25th, the 26th, to do something that's going to advantage your surplus or deficit or maintenance. You get what I mean? Like it's going to advantage it. It's going to help you, whether it's going out for a walk, whether it's putting on a movie and not going into the kitchen. Like there's ways for you to step away from the excess of the surplus. Can you go and move your body? Can you go for a drive? Can you do something else in the next 3 days that's going to just time will pass and you're not eating?
Basically.
Like vremalo.
I think that there's so much power in getting out for a little walk. I think the fresh air is amazing. I think removing yourself from the environment where the food is amazing.
Yeah.
And do you know what motivates me often? Maybe this is bad. Maybe I shouldn't share this, but you know what motivates me on the 24th, 25th, 26th is so that I can really enjoy, like to not eat for 2 hours is so I can really enjoy to eating when it is time to eat.
Oh, yes. I do
You
that
know what I
as
mean?
well.
Like I want to be hungry. Like on Christmas Eve when I show up at my mom's house, there's no need to me have eaten like shit all day and I'm not even hungry because I've done that before. And then I'm
why?
annoyed with myself.
Okay, can we say it in this way? It's almost like creating an opportunity to be hungry.
Oh, that's a great way to say
Yeah,
it.
like create an opportunity for yourself to say, I'm going there. I'm going to create hunger for myself so that in a very controlled and, good way. You guys know what we're saying here. I'm thinking of like the 24th is probably out of all the holiday days is the heaviest because I have a lunch and a supper. So it's like 2 meals that are being cooked for me. And it's like obviously cream and all the things. So it's heavy. It's a heavy day, but I'm like for breakfast, drink your coffee. I also put in a class of spin. I'm like, I want to teach a 9 a.m. class of spin.
Good for you.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to teach a class of spin at 9 a.m. Then I'm like, okay, then you come home. It's already 10:15. Go hop in the shower, do your hair, grab a coffee, grab a piece of toast. We all know how I love toast.
Yep.
I'm going to keep it normal.
Yes.
And then it's going to arrive and it's going to be lunchtime.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So
Yes.
I can definitely play that to my advantage in that moment.
You quite literally, in that amount of time, could consume 1,000 calories.
Yeah, I could do eggs, bacon. Let's do a big breakfast, you guys. It's the 24th. We're going to eat like shit today.
And not move my body.
Yeah.
You could quite literally make a difference of 1,000 calories just in that one little choice.
A choice and a different approach. We all have the same amount of time. It's how do we approach it? How do we arrive? What do we do with it? And basically what we choose. How do we choose to use our time in that moment? And I'm like, I am choosing. There's a lot of time that's like, family, and we're going to be doing a lot in that day. That's a busy day where I'm arriving at my mom's day, so we'll probably at an island full of stuff. She's going to overcook in meatballs and vol au vent, and I know it. But I have opportunities here that there's nothing happening at 9 a.m. So I'm not going to create something for myself that's also going to make me eat more. Like I'm going to create something that actually helps me. So you have some control here, you guys. Like, let's be real. It's not, you don't have a planned breakfast, lunch, and supper for 3 days, all 3 days. Let's not pretend. Know what I mean? Or maybe you do. Like Alicia's family.
My family's so intense. There's a
So funny
spreadsheet.
because all I have out of the like 24th, 25th, 26th is just the 24th. There's nothing the 25th and there's nothing the 26th. Like
Oh.
we do nothing. It's but who would I do something with? Like we see them all the time. So
Yeah.
we're leaving for Halifax on the 26th. But there's also a thing. Am I gonna make it this like heavy 2-day vacation with my family?
Let's have a quick little conversation about that. And then I have one point I want to make before we go.
Okay. No,
that going away with your family in the past could be a 48-hour consume as much calories as humanly possible. But there is actually no reason why you going to Halifax with your family has to mean anything more than you going to Halifax with your family.
Absolutely. And me enjoying the meals that we're actually having and not creating opportunities to overconsume, feel full. Hey, you want to go for an ice cream? And after that, you want to do this and blah, blah, blah. Like I'm the one creating that. And I think for most, I'm not painting everyone with the same brush, but in most families, the mom, the woman makes the decisions and is kind of in control of like what's happening, right? That's like the typical traditional stereotype. But I mean, at the end of the day, I do think that's often what happens. So like we don't even recognize that we do that. And we're like, but the kids love it. They also like are fine. Like they're also like are fine with like bringing the snacks from here, you know, and not going to the cookie store. You know, there's a difference. And buying a box of 15. Why are we buying a box of 15 when there's 4 people involved?
There's a lot of things that we do.
Yeah, and I mean, it's fine. It's part of the fun. It's part of life. You're not overweight because of the cookies, and we know that. But it's just like, listen to what we're saying in terms of like the opportunities we're putting ourselves into.
And the difference for us, we're not saying don't get 15 cookies. We're not saying don't go to Halifax and eat all the things. We're saying create awareness that you realize that you are making a choice for yourself. That choice is totally fine, whatever you choose, but do not be a victim of the cookie store in Halifax.
Well, absolutely not. And just realize that like it's not their fault. And like you made this happen and just own it. If you want to buy 15 cookies and you want to eat 4 of them, own it. That's it.
Is there a special cookie store in Halifax?
I think there is. I'm thinking about what Christine McPherson. No, she had posted a few. I will never forget her post.
Donuts. I think it's donuts.
Oh, is it donuts?
Yeah.
I'll take whatever they want to give me.
Hilarious. Okay, so but I want to say one more thing, guys. No matter what happens over the next 3 days, you are not a bad person. Your worth is not associated with how much weight that you are going to gain over the next 3 days or what you do or do not eat. You do not suck if you overeat. You do not have no motivation. You're not like destined for overweightness. These 3 days are a blip in your life. Like a blip. So no matter what happens, this is not this. Oh my gosh. No matter what happens, it's not over. Like this is not define you.
It's not
like
over. We have to finish starting singing and finishing with singing.
My gosh. I hope that you guys, okay, do you remember when the carols used to come in the mail? There was a pamphlet. Maybe you didn't get this because you're French. We used to get in every year, there would be like a flyer and it had the words to the songs on it.
What songs?
Carols, Christmas carols.
Okay.
And I would be so excited. And my mom and I are both terrible singers. And my dad said it was terrible. And we would sing Oh Holy Night.
Oh Holy Night. It's a hard one, everyone. It's like Happy Birthday. It's a hard one.
Not good. It wasn't good.
Oh my God, that's funny.
Okay, I hope you guys enjoy the next 3 days with your family.
Yeah, remember you got this.
Remember what this is about.
Yes. Enjoy the moment. Step away from the table when you feel yourself like, holy mac, like I'm just like consuming and I'm not like thinking. Just step away and have a fun time with your family. Sit with them with a coffee. Always have a coffee in hand, everyone.
Or water.
I'm just like coffee. Or wine. No, not wine, Alicia.
Oh, I mean, we can have wine, of course.
Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.